according to OBS, we're live.
Okay.
Anyway,
According
it is
to YouTube. we're live.
yeah, YouTube says we're live. It is Tuesday.
And we're here.
Yay!
Unlike last week.
We have been inconsistent this year.
We really have. It's been really bad.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm pretty sure I'm ready because I can't even remember what the fuck my goal was.
You had a really good goal, and if you would have worked on it, it would have been awesome.
What was my goal?
Your goal was to work on your mental health and get under 240.
Oh, that didn't work. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that again. I think I can do it. I'm feeling pretty good this week.
You really only have 3 of these left?
Yeah, we drink quite a few.
What
Me?
we? I have
Yeah.
one a day. What we?
Yeah, more than that the other day. They were good.
I was supposed to take at least one walk, and I did.
Right. Over the past 2 weeks, one walk.
I actually took 2.
Okay.
Took 1 a week.
Overachiever.
Yeah. So I took 2 walks.
Woo.
So I am green. Yay me.
Chris says, "What's up?"
Chris
says,
didn't have a goal
"Hello."
because
Yeah.
he didn't
He
give me
also
one.
left a couple of messages. You need to like start paying attention to the YouTube channel.
Okay, I will try and I'll figure out how to do better. I don't
Chris
get
left like
notifications.
2 messages 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, I liked him and hearted him today, but he watched the replay.
Yeah.
I guess if I make it a habit to switch accounts every morning and check.
Because that's what happens is if I put it on Crossing Colorado's YouTube channel, then I play all my weird shit on that channel,
That's
and it
why
jacks up your algorithm for what you watch.
Like if we go to YouTube, all right, it's a commercial. Internet comment etiquette. I keep forgetting to watch those.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Most of these are fucking. What the hell is that?
I don't know, but it looks awesome. I'd watch it.
100-year-old workshop renovation to your
2-year time lapse. I would watch that.
I would live there. It's a fixer upper.
But the My Mix, you get like all those weird songs.
Oh, okay. Let's see, Philip Franco, Elena.
It's not too bad.
Legal Eagle. Yeah, see, these aren't bad.
We've liked some weird stuff on your channel though by accident.
Slow-mo guys. See, this is all stuff I would like to watch, but I don't have it on Rare Sanctuary because it's overtaken by fucking political crap now.
Ew.
Fix the algorithm. All right. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway. I was like, where did we go? Where did we go?
Jen says, I think I'm yellow.
Stick with the diet this week. So
1 week.
You stuck with it really close for 1 week, and then this last week you've modified it a little bit just due to.
That's because we didn't have money to buy groceries.
Well, not only money to buy groceries, but what we have discovered is a lot of the food Jen thinks she needs to eat, her brain says, "No, I don't like that."
Oh, she was able to eat the chicken wings I normally buy. We just didn't use the sauce.
Well,
but it
no,
was
I know that, but
a little bit heavier in the fats, so that's a little bit of an upset stuff.
But a lot of the stuff that she really thinks, that's what we ran into the week before, is she'd cook stuff and be like, "I can't eat this," or so she's had to modify.
Well, the last couple of things she's made smelled good, like a fucking chicken I got her from Costco yesterday.
Super, yeah.
That was good. The Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
Yes.
She can eat that one.
And
sometimes
her chicken nugget salad today looked pretty good too.
Super good. Quit.
Hey, Neo's here too.
So I can say I think you're green because it's not that you didn't stick with it; you had to modify.
Well, and she stuck with it for the first week, so technically she would have been green last week anyway.
Okay. Neo was supposed to have 4 workout days. Did you decide you were red?
Yeah, I did work on my mental health, but I didn't go below 240, so
Wouldn't that make you yellow? You don't think you did good enough on your mental health?
No.
Who is therapy?
Neo says nope.
Maybe I should. Maybe that's all my goal. Just no, because we're going 2 weeks at a time. So I only got 2 more
Yeah.
sessions with my guy, and then I lose him, and so I want to try to stretch it out because I really like him.
It's every other one. So you are red.
Red, green,
I'm
red, green. Hey, festive colors.
Right.
'Tis the season. Or we could just be celebrating something in Mexico.
Shadow, quit. You're going to mute us. I mean, really. I opened calendar. I was trying to open my email. So, how was your week? Or 2 weeks, actually, because we suck and haven't been here for 2 weeks.
I'm still struggling a bit, trying to squirrel time away to do shit that I need to do. It's been like trying to balance school, and then I have been trying to give more Green Geeks time. I don't doom scroll on social media outside anymore, so that saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of like spending 25 minutes out there with the dog, I'm outside for maybe 5-10 minutes. But I haven't been walking because it's been so fucking cold. Except for like today was fucking warm. Yesterday was even warmer. It was almost 80 degrees yesterday. It's
I know.
fucking November.
It's supposed to be.
Global warming's a hoax, people. I'm dreaming of a brown Christmas because everything is dead.
Wow.
What did your therapist say about making mandatory your time? Mandatory me time. He keeps trying to push it. Yeah. Apparently everybody thinks I'm about to snap. So I really need to like work on my language when I talk to my therapist because I'm thinking they're gonna turn me in one of these days. He knows my sense of humor, so he laughs at it.
Yeah.
But I told him he brought up, because when you get too much pressure, you pop. And like, yep, and you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and slash out the throats of everybody in the family.
Mike's getting sticky socked.
He said, "Well, probably not to that extent, but yeah."
Yeah.
He'll be in there with his daughter.
I can go
They'll go together.
postal. Gonna go postal. For all you Gen Xers out there, would Gen Z even know what that means?
I don't know. I know it's a common term, but I bet they don't know where
Why?
it came
Yeah,
from.
why?
like-
Yeah.
I mean,
They know
especially-
what it means, just
so,
not why.
The thing of it is, if you remember going postal, it was one of the first weird mass shootings that we ever had because
it
the
was
postal
national, too.
worker went into the post office and just
Fucking motor everybody down.
Yeah.
Now that kind of shit's.
I was gonna say
regular.
now that shit's like really commonplace. So I bet they honestly wouldn't understand like where the context comes from. They probably have no idea that it's actually based on a postal worker who lost his shit and went and shot up his post office.
If they never had to go to the post office, they don't understand.
Right?
Post office.
Right. What's that?
Stamp? Chris says, Michael, how would you measure the mental health stuff? Like based on how you feel, or is it action based? Like therapy session
Oh.
1 point, 15-minute walk 1 point.
He actually talked about it last show when we set these about how he wants to work on his mental health towards being able to fix his give a shit and doing that kind of stuff, and that's more along what it was based on, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, trying to unscrew my head from my ass.
Yeah.
Trying to unfuck myself. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's along the lines of what he was
getting a little better.
Weight Watchers point system.
You get 1 point for not killing the family.
I think you should get 1 point per
Per
person.
Damn. I was 1 point shy from 100% today. Mental watchers.
I like it.
Were you green today? No.
No. Had to go bury that body.
On the upside, we have one less mouth to feed. So, saves me money.
It's
Sure.
about ready to be that one.
Which one?
That
The
one.
little one?
I told Dan today when I was talking to him, and I'm like, well, I know why he was found in the park.
The turd. I think you need to deal with the burnout before you can get the head out of ass.
I think they go hand in hand. They hold on to each other.
Yeah.
There's a hand up there hanging that.
On the upside, I'm doing amazing at school.
That's good.
Like I took
I'm
today.
not.
Well, I took today off because I took Jen to the doctor's daily. And know what's funny about that is like I called her on Sunday night, tell the professor I'm not going to make it in on Tuesday because we have a doctor's appointment. Is there anything I'm going to miss? And she writes back, no, because you're such an outstanding writer.
Oh.
And this class is more of a formality for college. And so she has like no worries about me at all. And so I take Jen in to do her doctor's appointment today, which was good and bad. I think I don't like the doctor at all, but at least she runs the stuff off data. So I guess there's a bonus to it. But when we came back, I checked the school on Canvas, and my professor left a message saying that school was canceled today anyway because she was sick. So,
yeah, no fur baby
okay.
pass. This one, on the other hand,
no, they're not.
Is
this one's gonna pass.
From stupidity. I think it was supposed to be orange.
Well, he burned his paw today on my fucking cigar.
Tried to jump in the oven while it was on.
Oh, he burned the hair off, and the hair probably came off.
Yeah, he tried to jump in the oven
While it was on.
while it was on. Not just like he tries to get in the dryer all the time. So be careful if you're switching laundry and leaves the door open.
Oh yeah,
because this gets in the damn dryer.
I have horror stories about that.
Yes. So, yeah. No, he hasn't passed yet.
He's about to.
And he's just going to settle in for the show.
And Banana Bread keeps,
Calm down.
and then Banana Bread keeps trying to play with Joe outside, and Joe got a hold of her face today, and like probably slit her nose, but.
Oh, and Banana Bread had his whole head in her mouth. Just
Yeah, she did that the other day. I'm like, quit swallowing the cat.
I have to like play Final Destination Pet Edition. Yes.
Kinda.
Well, no, because in Final Destination, Fate's trying to kill everybody. He's trying to do it himself. Ooh, an oven.
What's this? It smells like chicken.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, I guess I could talk about my week.
Yeah, how was your week?
Well,
Good, huh?
last week was really good. Last week I did great. And then I hit like right before the weekend and shit fell apart. And I don't know why.
Strategy, right?
It like my food choices have been really bad, everything, and I was really stressed and mad at myself about it. And then I was talking to Mom on the phone, and she's telling me she ate Stromboli today, and I was like, "You bitch!" She goes, "I'll buy your pizza from Costco."
Oh, well, if she was buying, I don't
So-
have $2 for pizza.
But yeah, so I went and ate
Costco
pizza.
pizza's awesome.
Costco pizza is great, and it's cheap as hell.
Go feet.
So it's been really weird. So I've actually done really poorly this week, food wise and sleep wise too. I haven't slept very good. Last night was the first time I
Afraid I can't
slept
let you do that, Dave.
decently, and even then I didn't sleep. I woke up a few times, had weird dreams. This one feels the need to sleep with me, and he curls up right behind my legs and then gets mad when I have to move in the middle of the night.
Fucking trade you. Try spending the night with Joe.
I sleep with Joe.
Oh my god, the cat won't shut up.
It doesn't count if somebody else bought it. Yeah.
There's no calories in stolen food.
It wasn't stolen food, it was bought from somebody else.
Or gifted food.
Gifted food. 3
3
calories.
Yeah, it don't work that way.
So it is now almost 7:15. I always try and wait about 15 minutes before I jump into the topic, which is why we talk
Usually
about how
takes
you've
us
done
15
and
minutes to get through.
yeah. So Did you do any research on our topic?
No, because somebody told me the topic as like wrapping my shit up, and then told me what we wanted. Actually, told me what we wanted to talk about at 6 o'clock. Giving me enough time to do the thumbnail, do the title, and the description, and then I got to do a little bit more work before jumping into the video.
I think we've been talking about.
We've been talking about this for
3
like
weeks.
more than 3
No,
weeks.
we were supposed to do the other one, the one that Jane came up with the last time. Not,
That's literally this topic.
no.
No,
it was,
you have a different one.
yeah, it was
There's another one.
fucking what was it? But we needed to do way more research on it.
Yeah, I don't remember now.
Okay, but we've been talking about this for
Yeah,
3 weeks.
we haven't talked about this one for a while too.
I can't remember what the other one was.
Okay, I got this. Drives me nuts.
You're gonna yank an eyebrow.
I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna
God, that
yank
one
it.
needs to get pulled.
It does,
been-
but it's like stuck on his
okay,
glasses.
Yes,
He's
I've been
trying
getting
to
old,
pull
and
it.
so I see a eyebrow hanging down in front of my eye, so I go into the bathroom and rip it out.
Yeah, this one needs pulled. It's like it keeps touching his glasses. It's driving me nuts.
Squirrel.
I have one that's bent and going straight out.
Squirrel. So, I'm here to help you repeat this. I asked him if, because we had.
Careful that
Um,
it comes out. Comes out of the hole.
Okay, scroll moment. We have these weird question moments where it's weird questions to try and get to know your person better in in unique ways. And so one of the questions I asked him this week was, if you could get rid of hair anywhere on your body, just a hair, where would it be and why? And he didn't pick squirrely eyebrows. What did he pick?
Your hair.
Ear hair. Ear hair for the win. I take ear hair every day over the mustache I'm growing now.
right? Yeah,
Okay,
Mike
so
has.
I
He
will.
has like this.
I will
horrifying-
grow a fucking unibrow before I come anything out of my ears. No.
We had this friend when we were living in Isla,
I,
Mike Parr. So he
Mike
had this
Parr.
big old bushy beard. His beard was awesome, but like big old bushy beard. But he had his ear hair was like
yeah,
part
little
of the
forest
beard,
coming
like-
out. It is.
it really was. Like it'd come out of his ears and
It's like somebody crammed cute, gray colored cotton balls in his head.
yeah.
But it was like always bushy. I'm like, how the fuck can you do that?
And that Mike,
I will take a lighter to my head.
yeah. He's like, I'm just lighting it on fire.
I'll burn it off.
Tell your daughter we say hi.
Hello, Neo daughter.
Oh, I did. In the short that I made for us to not be here last week, Jen was sick with pneumonia. Mike's back hurt, and all of us were just kind of a shit show last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mike had some schoolwork. I had some. It was a
Yeah,
bad night.
I didn't get done with my schoolwork until like fucking. God, what was it? Like 9:30.
Yeah, it was just a rough night last Tuesday. Like everybody was just exhausted, and like I said, Jen had pneumonia, and
PG, everybody.
I'd had a really shitty day. at
There's
work.
parental guidance. She's fine.
Okay, so our topic.
As long as your daughter's not sitting around listening to me say "fuck," we're good. By herself.
Okay, Google search the
I
definition.
thought Michael hurt his back. I did.
yeah.
It was sore.
Not too bad. Luckily, we
I-
made him
yeah, well,
stop
I
doing
wasn't
stuff
s-
before he really.
I wasn't completely crippled.
Yeah.
It just felt like somebody like hit me in the middle of the back with a weight, and it was a bad juju. What am I googling?
Definition of mental load.
Definition: mental load.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Okay, so
It's gotta be the mental load.
well, no, it's
Okay,
saying right
it's
there.
good,
There
okay.
It doesn't need a the because a the is a stop word. Stop words aren't used in E SEO.
The mental load is the formal name of the theory
Yes.
postulated by social scientists.
It's almost like that's exactly what I just pulled up about the the.
I can scratch myself in here.
This is me
Kid's
expressing
gone.
myself.
Back to rated R. Okay.
Armity.
The mental load refers to the cognitive and
No.
emotional.
We're back to rated R. Every word has to be fuck.
The fucking mental load.
Refers to the fucking cognitive and fucking emotional effort involved in managing and coordinating daily task responsibilities and relationships. It encompasses planning and organizing, anticipating needs, making lists, scheduling appointments, and coordinating activities, decision making, weighing options, evaluating outcomes, and making choices, monitoring and problem solving, identifying and addressing issues that arise, such as emergencies or conflicts, emotional
90% of
regulation,
my day.
managing stress, anxiety, and other emotions associated with responsibilities. The mental load can be significant in various aspects of life, including parenting, caregiving, work, and personal relationships. It is often invisible and can lead to burnout, stress, and relationship strain if not properly managed.
Samantha, did you not watch a video on what this would be perceived for if it does not include?
Actually, to be grammatically correct, should be mental fucking load.
Oh, dang it. I missed a fuck there.
Fucking load that is mental.
That sounds different. I don't think that's what we're talking
That
about.
fucking load is mental.
Not sure that's what we're talking about, right?
I've seen Two Girls in a Cup.
Ew. Okay, Google the definition of the second shift.
Yeah, you need to
Second shift.
Careful, because sometimes it pulls up non-employment in sociology.
Yep.
It's that one down
In
there.
sociology, it refers to the unpaid domestic labor like housework and childcare that many women perform after their paid jobs, a concept introduced by sociologist Arlie Hochschild.
In sociology, definition refers to we read that. That's the same refers. Origin did that. And the
term-
concept points to the burden placed on working women and broader issues, gender inequality and work-life balance. So what we want to talk about tonight is I don't want to focus
Feminism
necessarily.
for the win.
What?
Feminism for the win.
Well, okay, that's where I want to go. Is I don't want to necessarily focus on the
Man bashing.
Yes, I don't. I want to talk about how it impacts your health and how it applies to more than just women, because that was
Yes,
based
like
on
that last description that you said. Half of those I do on a daily basis.
of the mental load.
Yes.
All of us do it. All of us have. If you are even a semi-functional adult, you have the mental load. Now, so, especially if you have children, if you have other
Oh,
things.
see. I was just
What?
thinking the children don't have mental loads. That's the problem.
No.
Children, like you have a dependent disease.
Well, and that's why it says parents, caregivers, things like that. And it's very difficult. So in the second shift, when we want to talk about, I don't necessarily want to talk about it from a feminism aspect, because there are families nowadays. I mean, that was written, I believe, in 1961 is when she wrote the second shift. Is that correct? What we read?
No, it says right here, if you were to read it,
Sorry.
1989 book, The Second Shift, to highlight the gender disparity in domestic labor.
So the feminist perspective doesn't take away from the male, but you have to know enough theory
Yes.
to explain why feminism doesn't take away from the masculine engenderment. And
Yes,
without that,
the-
let's not do that.
That's what I was gonna say.
gonna
That's
say-
a
I'm
whole
gonna say-
lecture. I wanted. That's what I don't want to get into.
Well, that's what a lot of people are trying to separate lately is that feminism classic was the whole equality thing.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they've warped it so much that now it's a lot of people a lot of these women on TikTok are essentially just man bashing.
Yeah, and that's
so that's
So
not
it's their
feminism
thing.
at all.
no, it's not.
But they call themselves feminists, even though a lot of feminists that are older are
Right.
like calling them out saying bullshit. That's not
So,
what we were doing. There's
just a couple of
this-
bullet points. There are 3 different feminist waves. There's first wave, second wave, and third wave feminism. First wave feminism was when we got the vote. It was women's suffrage. Second wave feminism is kind of what you're talking about, where it was a lot of burning bras and a lot of women wanting to get into the workforce and women who were trying to force them back into the home after men came back from the Second World War, right? And so fighting for equality, quote unquote, because equality wasn't equal if you had anything other than white skin and a middle income. Then there's third wave feminism, which takes into account men's roles, women's roles, the color of your skin, socioeconomic, disability, etc., etc. So anybody calling themselves a feminist on TikTok and man bashing is not a third wave, structured, understanding, intellectual feminist. What you want is a third wave feminist, which is what I am, obviously, dynamically, queerly. So there you go.
I was making the comment that a lot of these TikTokers are calling themselves feminists and then just going out and saying we don't need men for anything.
Yeah, and it's become
like
it's become an excuse for, like you said, for like man bashing, and that's what I don't want to get into tonight to talk about this. I just want to talk about the basic definition of the second shift and of the mental load, and I want to talk about how that relates to your health. Which is great because we started talking about burnout.
Neil says, "Yeah, Jen.
Go
girl." What'd you say?
Wife.
Power. Oh, I thought you said white power. I was like, okay,
fight the power.
Fight the power. That's
not what it sounded like over here.
I'm thinking, that is far from what we were doing.
Well, but how it sounded across the room. Fight the power, yes. Anyway, so how it pertains to your health is what I want to talk about, is these two things and how they pertain to your health. And they're actually, if you're not regulating the
gotta keep it regulated.
We'll start with the mental load.
Well, like, okay, so the mental load for me, let's see, just off the top of my head, trying to make sure that Dan doesn't die, make sure Jen doesn't die. Everybody's fed. We have enough money. The mortgage is paid. The electricity stays on. The internet stays on. There's gas in the car. And then stressing out about the fact that I've had to tap everything because of this government shutdown.
Yeah.
I do get paid on Friday. We have enough here to last until then, so I'm not too stressed about it.
No, but there's still
I want to get the tire on the back of our spare tire is being used right now, which is a real tire, but I don't like the fact that I don't have a spare now. Yeah, so there's like, I am burdened.
So the mental load looks like for me, and this is where it falls over into the second shift also, because the mental load for me involves me. I have to get up and go to work, and I work 40 hours a week. On top of that, I need to remember who has doctor's appointments and when, and what I need to, if I need to take them or if I need to be involved in that, who has appointments or birthday parties that randomly pop up, who needs
a ride to D&D on Friday,
who
at the last minute.
Who needs a ride and who's getting a ride.
Shopping and meal planning.
I need shopping and meal planning for 3 people. I need to make sure that a 4th person has dinner because I'm not meal planning for her anymore because she wasn't following the diet, so I'm not buying for her, so I need to make sure that she has food. On top of all of that, I get home from work and I need to make sure that people are actually helping with the chores. I need to make sure that Joe has his fucking $100 every 2-week food. And make sure that he has enough. Otherwise, I have to run out to Bennett, to the vet, which is 30 miles away. I need to make sure that there are people in the house that are actually being taken care of, that have other stuff that they need or not. It sounded like a human was coming down the stairs.
That would be your fat ass dog.
I just had a minute of panic because we are all downstairs. Everybody except Dan is downstairs right now.
Coming down the stairs, the world's burning.
And it sounded like a human was coming down the stairs. It was just Danner strolling in.
Yeah, because banana bread weighs like 60 pounds.
But okay, I have to make sure that Banana Bread isn't eating all this stuffing and that she's actually going poop during the day, because otherwise I need to take her to a vet for an emergency blockage because the dog's dominate the fucking couch this week. That is the upstairs couch. Okay, that's it. That look and that question is exactly what we're talking about. Yes, Nana ate the couch.
Nobody tells me nothing.
Well, they don't, because you can't be at that extra burden causes problems. And if it's already causing problems for 1 or 2 people, extending that to more people.
Why? I mean,
well, that's not. No, the joke is that nobody tells me anything because, like, throughout the last 20 years, I was always the last to know anything, no matter what it was. They'd wait till like the last fucking minute. Oh, by the way.
Well, part of that has to do with well, part of that has to do with I have a mental disorder and forget to use a calendar, and we'd be like, "Oh shit! By the way, I forgot to tell you this."
Yeah, it wasn't just appointments either. It was
No,
fucking
just
everything.
everything.
That's why I started doing the line from Hot Fuzz. Nobody tells me nothing because nobody did.
People tell you stuff now and you don't put it in your calendar, so I can't
But-
hear this.
Well,
So one of the
It
things,
hurts my heart.
one of the things that I have learned recently that helps a little bit with the mental load. I mean, it doesn't mitigate it necessarily, but making sure I put stuff in the calendar and share it with the family. That's one of the big things that has helped so much is we put the stuff in the calendar.
I'm thinking I'm this close to upgrading Asana
Yeah.
because Asana will integrate with Google.
Yeah. And then it would
And
share.
so I really like for next year, I really want to do more with all of my websites. And I think using Asana and then delegating to like Ty or Kyle or anybody else who wants to help me, we can keep track of all that. And so I'm like really thinking about upgrading. I love Asana. I would love to do more with it.
Hi, fam. I'm wearing a shark costume, so I can't be on screen. I'm sorry about that. But the reason why this really integrates to Sam's experience that I saw her lived experience this week was she's thinking about all this, and there's all these moving parts, along with working 40 hours a week and commuting back and forth to work, getting rides for people, and all that kind of thing. And then she's trying to figure out schoolwork and stuff like that. And she's trying to fit in, okay, where do I meal prep appropriately? What about the days when I didn't get something to eat? I'm going to have to eat something on the fly. What about I want to get 30 minutes of exercise in, meditation, or rest? And literally other people's needs, people she's dependent, who are dependent on her, eclipsing her own needs. And some of what that is going to look like is what Michael's therapist has been telling him is we got to set firmer boundaries with people who are in our sphere so that we can make time to take care of ourselves.
I mean, one of the things like Sunday night before Annika messaged me and was like, "Hey, I just got messaged that Dell's having this birthday party. I really want to go." Well, before I got that phone call,
Yeah, we got it an hour before the party.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need more time than just
I
an
know.
hour.
So before I got that, I was going to ask Jen and Annika if they wanted to go with me and take Nana for a walk because we've been talking. I brought it up to you and I was like, I need you to start walking me like a dog like we used to. Well, Jen and I talked about it and we decided we are going to try at least a couple times a week and go for a walk, even if Jen has to go in the wheelchair or anything, and we're gonna start taking this dumbass with us because we took this
And
dumbass
then
for
we
a
can take pictures of the bushes that are reaching across the neighbor in front of their house, across the sidewalk,
right.
and then turn them in for it. Long story, but they
Yeah.
started.
And because we took Nana for a walk on Halloween.
Yeah, but she she pittered out.
Not only did she pit her out, we only went around the block, one city block, guys. Okay,
Yeah, but look,
not
this dog is fat.
and she's got hips again. She's lost some weight. She's got hips again.
Yeah, Jen was trying to point that out, and all I could see is the ripples as she walked.
I thought I rippled when I walked in. Then he didn't say nothing. Because he was smart and he wanted to
I like sex. Nobody probably heard Jen say anything. So
So
I just pop off with that. So.
right? Probably nobody.
Just randomly. Well,
Um,
like sex.
Okay, so
All right then.
I hadn't answered this. Neo says, which one is better, dealing with the second shift or isolation? And honestly, I think both of them.
Second shift I think is better. I have
At
done
least you're
isolation.
social. I was gonna say I don't
Isolation
think
is what
isolation's good.
isolation is what caused my mind to break in 2016. I heard ripples, then Michael mentioned sex.
I can have both. I have mental load and isolation. And
Jen said that she rippled when she walked, and I didn't say anything about it. That's why I said it's because I like sex. Would have been way better if you would have heard her, but
I know we have no way to make it. We have no way to
I need
make
to
it
get-
like
if I get, I can get.
lapel mics. That'd
No,
be cool.
I can get lapel mics. Yeah. or I can even set up a second mic.
Yeah.
The Alluratech would have picked her up. Alluratech picks people up from upstairs. That's why I have it disabled, because that microphone is fucking sensitive. This one I have adjusted so where, like, if you scream, it won't cap it. It caps it at a certain decibel level,
Oh,
so it
that's cool.
doesn't
So it's
blow
not-
people's ears out of their heads.
So, like when I screamed when we were the first time we ever played,
yeah, it would have blanked it out. I love this microphone.
that's amazing.
It's a Wave 3 from Elgato. It's a $150 mic. I wish I was an affiliate, but I'm not. But I love this fucking thing.
But so anyway, I think honestly a little bit of both is what would be healthier. I mean, because that's where boundaries come in.
No,
Because
but it's not necessarily isolation. You're just taking you time. I wouldn't call that being isolated. It's just people leaving the fuck alone. You're still, like, an emergency, somebody can come up to you, but yeah. So I don't know if I would go the isolation route, only because I have a very unique
I was
perspective.
gonna say
of it.
because you didn't do well with it.
No, I didn't do well with it at all. I crashed.
Choose it over the second shift any day because I know both.
I mean,
Yeah, he wants to
realistically,
sleep in his bed, so he better not mention my weight. That's yeah.
so the problem with the second shift that you run into is nowadays, especially, you have single parents and they don't have a choice.
Oh yeah, they can't
But-
share the burden. It's like
Yeah, you have
everything is
nobody
on that
to
one
share
person.
the burden with.
Well,
You
even if
have-
have two parents and you have to have that double income. You don't have someone staying home anymore consistently.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. So what Jen said is even if you have two parents, you don't have. But here's the thing: if you have two parents,
You really need to finish the sentence. Like, you went halfway through and
Mhm.
nobody got the last half of it,
That's
so
my
they have
bad,
no
because,
idea what
you
you're
know-
taking. No. She does this a lot. She'll, like, go
I
halfway through it.
sentences.
I know what she said, so you don't need to repeat it to me, but nobody else fucking heard her. So you, like, went halfway through the sentence, cut it off so they missed the point.
My bad.
Complete the thought, please.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
But I forgot what the thought was. It doesn't matter.
Ooh,
Anyway,
shiny.
so Jen said
That's autistic.
that
Yes.
yes, it is.
So stop autism shaming her.
Jen said
Let me start calling it
that
Otzi.
two because now you have to have two incomes, even so if you have two families, so there still is a second shift. But the thing is if you're working
what?
and you have and you're like, say you both work a 9-to-5 job and you're not working opposite shifts, then if you share the load of that, it helps. There's always going to be
It helps.
there's always going to be that second shift unless somebody's a stay at home.
But
Damn,
historically-
everything goes back to Frasier. I keep thinking of the scene of where Roz is pregnant. And she's like, you can remember the bedtimes and the snuggles, and Lilith can remember all the snugglies and the diaper changing or the loving stuff. And Frasier looks at her and says, "You never met Lilith, have you?" But when you have a partner, then you half of it can remember one thing, and the other half can remember the other. Oh, Jen needs to speak.
I have
Need to
to.
get on the mic.
I have to. I'm sorry. But so because when they started investigating this and what it does to your body and your mind and the degradation of the body and the mind through doing this second shift, it came from the perspective of historically, especially, in the first half of the last century, that there was someone to consistently stay at home and make appointments and clean and take care of the laundry and take care of the kids and make sure that and so actually because
That was their full-time job.
that was their full-time job, and now that we have
Yeah.
an economy that cannot sustain a single income family, that's actually the problem. Because you would pick, it doesn't matter if you pick a woman or a man or somebody in between, somebody would be able to stay at home if we were, another top tier economic nation, like, say literally any other first world nation.
Even back in the 80s.
Well, yeah, and so that book was written in 1989. So even in the 80s, you could live with a
Single income.
single income for your family. Like the husband could go out and work, and the mom,
Not
or
like that
vice
now.
versa. Even there were in the 80s, there was this huge kind of weird revolution of men staying home, and women were the ones that were bringing in the money. And there was that person worked their staying home was their full-time job. And they did all that. And then when whoever was working came home, all the laundry was done, the house was clean, dinner was cooked, and it was done. And it was done for the night. So then there was the wind down time with the family, with the spouse,
And
with
then
the
watching the that's why all the TV shows in the 80s and 90s were the must watch
sitcoms and-
Fridays,
yeah.
and they had prime time
Because-
television.
because you had that. Well,
America's Funniest Home Videos at 6.
nowadays, we'll just say a family of 4.
Is
You got
all
mom,
working 24/7.
We'll go parent 1, parent 2, 2 kids. Okay?
Okay.
Everybody gets up. One of the parents drops the kids at school on their way to work. Everybody's at work. Then their kids are at daycare or somebody's watching them until they get off work at about 5 o'clock. The 4 of them all come home. Well, then one parent's running Bobby to soccer and the other one's making everybody dinner and everything like that. And then they still have all the laundry, all the dishes, all the house cleaning and homework and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, all you've done is run your ass off since 8 a.m. And now it's 9 p.m. There's been no downtime. There's been no relax time. And it's like, oh, okay, time for everybody to go to bed. And you run into
When you
things.
scroll yourself
I'm
away a
burnt
half hour of time and a bottle of
Well,
Crown Royal.
But you don't. And now that's why you run into things that adults have what we in this house like to refer to as revenge bedtime.
Yeah.
We actually did the research on it. It's a real thing. It's revenge bedtime. Where you're like, well, I haven't had any time to myself all day. I'm not going to go to bed now, even though I'm fucking exhausted and I have to get up at 4:15 in the morning.
I've had days
and-
like that. Like,
yeah.
fuck it, I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. I'm not going to bed. And it's,
I think a big part of that though is how I was raised, and like especially with why I have a trouble taking off the weight is because like when I was growing up, we didn't have sugar goodness, we didn't have treats, we didn't have all this good fun stuff that I have complete access to nowadays, and so I sometimes I feel like I am still making up lost time as a child because I was raised in poverty. We didn't have
Yeah.
all the fun stuff. And even though I'm still below the poverty line, I still
you're
make,
way better than where
I
you
still make
yeah.
way more money than my parents did back in the 80s.
Yeah.
I was raised on casseroles and ramen and macaroni and cheese and burger and
Yeah.
hot dogs and shit like that. And I am to the point now to where I can afford some of the nicer things like Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's to me is nice, and so like I can have Kung Pao chicken for breakfast or for lunch every day. I can have orange chicken whenever the fuck I want. I love teriyaki chicken, themed chicken.
I was going to say, or Chinese food. Is what I
Yeah,
was
Chinese
getting.
food in general. Like back in the day, it was rare to order Chinese food, and now I can have it every day if I like. And so sometimes I feel like I'm reclaiming some of the lost time of being a child,
and that's where-
enjoying the shit
well-
now. And unfortunately, I enjoyed it too much.
And I mean, that's what the principle behind revenge bedtime is, honestly, is it's like that. Well, now I did all this stuff that I didn't want to
everybody
today
else.
for everybody else. And now I need to take a little time for me. And then you end up putting yourself in this very unhealthy cycle
Well, I
of
don't know,
not getting
But is it though? Because if you're even if it's, and you guys call it revenge time, but what if it's everybody's asleep and I'm taking 30 minutes myself? It's a positive. I'm
Google the definition.
tired, but I still need this time. Otherwise, I'm going to strangle everybody in their
Well,
sleep.
yeah.
You can Google. That's exactly why. There's pros and cons. It's literally it, right?
Yeah.
And so you're right. There's pros and cons. For your mental health, you need your you time. For your physical health and your mental health, you also need your sleep time. And so there's pros and cons. But the problem is you're still headed towards burnout. I mean, that's the biggest problem. And when you look at this and you start to take other things, Sam's Dutch issue that she has is one of those little things. It's a little treat. It's for me. It's something I did for me, something that I enjoy, something that gives me dopamine, something that's just, my me time, right? And it's a caloric load and it's a, but it helps you with that. I don't feel like everything that I did was just for somebody else or just to fill a economic need right now. And then you add in things like, okay, I'm burnout. I really can't put together a dinner tonight, even though it may have been meal prepped. I can't do it. I can't face it. And so now we're going to drive through McDonald's. Now we're going to stop and get tacos. Why? For 2 reasons. Because I'm burnout and I'm tired. And also I want this little something special for me. And now that tends to happen specifically, and this is where the obesity epidemic comes into, lower income households.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike's got, he's got the definition here.
I also have something I want to bring up. The way that Jen has her glasses on her head like a librarian, fucking hot. Wait,
Unfortunately, nobody can see it.
Revenge. Okay, so here we go. Real quick, I want to catch up on Neil's comments here.
Oh.
My second shift took a hit. I had put school on hold. Now it's trying to make more money, homeschooling my daughter and working with my sister's work schedule. Since we share a car, so working out has been put on the back burner. I don't know if have we ever had to worry about anything like that.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Oh,
People
well,
living in the house. And one
no,
has
but
to-
everybody has. Well, I can't say everybody has their own vehicle.
No, but think
what
about
is,
when
like-
we were sharing, when you had to take Annika to school and Airbus was doing it for us because we didn't have a car to use after, and we only had the Fiat in my car.
Yeah, but then I
and-
got the van running.
Yeah, but and stuff like that. So
I
we
love
had
my
that kind
van.
of stuff. I don't. So your second shift took a hit, but it added to your mental load a lot.
Yeah.
Neil says, "I'm trying to get back into reading to do something for me, but it seems something else has to take a hit in order for me to do that." That-
I feel that too, Neil. One of the reasons why I love the storytelling class that I'm in right now for my degree is that it gives me a reason to set aside time to read. I really enjoyed it's a couple weeks ago, but one of my class projects was to read Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption. I've always wanted to read it. I love the movie, and yes, as I read through it, I know. Damn it. Morgan Freeman narrated the book. I could hear his voice throughout the entire thing. So that's one of the reasons why I like this class so much is because it's giving me time to do some of those fun stuff. And so I'm killing two birds with one stone. It's not exactly the same, but like I have to read 2 stories for this Thursday.
Yeah.
And I've never heard of either one of them. One of them's Memento Mori, which is what Memento's based on.
Yeah,
And
that's.
I've
pretty cool.
always wanted to see Memento. So, yeah, well, it's not. I wouldn't
No,
call
I
it
haven't.
extra-
I
Oh,
haven't.
you haven't.
I
Okay.
haven't got to my fun classes. I just
Because-
have extra
well,
work, and it's
The only reason why I took this one is because I didn't. The requirements for it were I had to be in English Comp 1, and so it was the only fun class I could do with that one requirement.
Mental load. Did you remember to sign up for classes?
Not yet.
Okay.
I have to do that tomorrow. I got to sign up
Yeah.
for classes.
Sticky notes.
And I found out that I can't take the class I want because I have to take a prerequisite.
Okay. That sucks.
Anyway, my point being is that I was able to squirrel away some time to enjoy reading, thanks to my classes. So I know not everybody can do that, but sometimes you can do 2 things at once.
Mhm.
So a large portion of my workday is doing stuff that I love to do anyway. Working on my book, working on the blogs, making YouTube videos. I enjoy that shit. So for me, it's not really work. So it's 2 things at once that I'm getting to do something I really love doing while being productive. Don't know where I was going with that. So
Okay.
anyway,
Mike's got the definition for revenge bedtime. It makes better sense. It's-
revenge bedtime is procrastination is when people stay up late to engage in leisure activities, sacrificing sleep to regain a sense of control and personal time after a busy or stressful day. The behavior is a form of revenge on the hours they feel are lost to work or other obligations, but it can negatively impact their well-being due to a lack of rest. Yes, and I wrote plenty of blog posts on what happens when you have a lack of sleep,
Yes.
which affects everything from mental to physical conditions.
Well, and that's what I wanted. So let's see. It says core concept. It's an act of intentionally delaying sleep to make up for a lack of free time during the day. I do that a lot. And that's what I was talking about with the root cause. It stems from a feeling of powerlessness or frustration with a demanding schedule where individuals feel they have little autonomy over their day. This can include our manifestations. This can include watching TV, scrolling on social media, or reading a book when one knows they should be sleeping. I sometimes
You do
stay up
that a
and read
lot.
until 2
You'll
a.m.
yeah, you'll fucking read.
It's bad.
Bullshit. I have seen you up at 3:30.
My
Yeah.
scores are back down in the 50s because I'm in pain and I feel like I only have that time left and I just sit there and I'll play on Facebook and do my work. game.
Oh, sorry. I was talking, and I'm over here in a shark outfit, and I was talking, but I do. My revenge bedtime usually comes later in the day when everybody else is in bed and I take my pain pill and I'm sort of waiting for it to kick in, but I should take it earlier and I don't because I know in that 45 minutes that it takes to kick in, I'll be alone, everybody's taken care of, the house is quiet, everybody's resting, and I can play a word game or read or look at something silly on Facebook. And I have that time in my head just to refresh me, even if it means that I won't be as refreshed in the morning.
And that's, I mean, it feels refreshing at the moment, but at the same time, and then in the morning, you wake up and you're like, oh, motherfucker, why did I do that? But it doesn't stop me from doing it.
I rarely do that. The only time I ever do that is if I get
Regularly.
less than 5 hours. If I get less than 5 hours of sleep, I am trash. So like at 4 hours and 55 minutes, yeah, my day is fucked up.
Yeah. So it says the impact. While in the initial desire to reclaim me time, this ultimately leads to a cycle of exhaustion, lack of focus, and decreased productivity as it comes at the cost of sleep. And sleep is actually really important. And
I have written many a blog post about the importance of sleep.
He's a pirate.
I'm a shark and he's a pirate. Okay, so if everybody understands a little bit about how the mental load and the second shift and revenge bedtime and these things work in your real world, seeing yourself not be able to take walks, not be able to eat properly, not be able to sleep properly, how do we mitigate these factors in the real world that we have right now with the stress and the cognitive load and the financial load that we have? We do. We need to what? What does the therapist say?
Drink more.
That's not what he said. He said
go shopping.
Set better boundaries. Make yourself
Get
a
another
priority. I did not say get another cat. Oh my god, these people, they're psychotic.
You're the one who brought Maynard.
Because I love him and he was in the park. You matter. Make yourself a priority. Not everybody else can be your priority all the time. You matter. Make yourself a priority. Take care of yourself. Set boundaries.
One of the things, and we are all, or mostly that watch this, I can't say all, mostly around the same age-ish, okay? We all have kids.
I think Chris and I are the closest in age.
But we all have people we take care of, whether it be kids, other people that are important in our lives, or we have. And at the age that I know all of us are, being Gen X or right below it.
Millennial.
Not even a true millennial, though. But, I mean, we were all raised to be...
At the hospital, to say, I was standing next to Jen, and they were like asking this kid what his birthday was. Something 97. I look at Jen. Fuck, I'm old.
But we were all raised to think that we were selfish if we weren't taking care of others. And whether that be, like, Jen and I both had kids at 19.
Mine,
and
I didn't have until I was, my first would have been 16.
Yeah.
But she lost Sabine, and then she had...
And you were...
was 23, 24 when I was born. Yeah.
Yeah, 24. You would have been 24. Sorry. I had to think.
I'm fucking old.
Especially women, but we were raised to take care of others. If any of us take time for ourselves,
oh yeah.
What?
So Neil says, and the sad thing is, I feel bad for taking time for me, and that is one thing I've been talking with my therapist about.
Yeah.
And we've been working through it for the past month.
You have that guilt. You feel bad.
I feel guilty about taking me time. I feel like I'm letting people down. If I'm not doing something for Writer Sanctuary, I feel like I'm letting my readers down or my viewers down. If I don't do stuff around the house, I feel like I'm letting Jen down. I feel like I'm letting the girls down. I feel like I'm letting Dan down because the shit wasn't done outside. So yeah, I get if I'm not actively doing shit for other people, I feel guilty as fuck. And he's trying to drill into my head that no, you need to take some time to yourself before you do take up a knife at 6 o'clock in the morning and kill the family.
One of the things I
How about
remember
that
the
for a
most.
throwback?
So Michael and I had to take a parenting class. It was a quarter parenting class, and it was a very touchy-feely baby bear hug
Oh
parenting
yeah,
class.
I hate that
But-
class.
But
That explains a lot about you.
Oh, it was
it was dumb.
yeah, it was yeah.
You could used to.
It was
do
Care
that.
Bears wrapped in rainbows, stuffed
Not
with
all of
kittens
it.
and puppies.
But one
You
of the
could use
things,
some rainbow kitten and puppy. Okay.
one of the things that stuck with me the most is they really, and I think it actually stuck with Michael because we've talked about this a lot. One of the things they told us in that class is you can't pour from an empty
No,
cup.
Jen says that all the time.
But it was, they talked about,
And
as parents
actually, yeah,
especially,
you'll see.
because it was a class for people that had young kids. Okay. I think because we had the boys at the time, so not counting the boys, but I think ours were the oldest in that group, if you don't even count the boys,
Yeah,
because
a
the
lot of them
girls were
just-
like
a lot of them had newborns
like,
and shit. so-
babies or 2-year-olds, and ours were a couple years older. And I think the girls were 4 and 6 when we had to take that class. But they talk about, especially as a new parent or anything like that, we tend to put all our time into the kids or into other people in general. And when you give and give and give and give, you eventually run out of stuff to give.
Yeah.
And then that's when you break down, and that's when you yell at
Well,
people.
yep.
That's
when you drive the car into a phone pole.
and like Jen said, that's how we burn out. That's how we hurt people's feelings, honestly.
Well, see, Neil says, I'm all in favor of telling you guys to take time for yourselves, but can't take my own advice. I am the same way, Neil.
all
I've
of us
been
are.
writing a lot of the content on Crossing Colorado's
all
blog.
hypocrites and martyrs.
Yeah,
here.
it's like I constantly talk about how you have to take time for yourself. You have to sleep. This is why. And I know the damages that come from all that shit, but I have a hard time doing it myself. So I speak from a side of authority because I know that this is not what you want to do. But yeah, I'm the same boat. I'm great at giving everybody advice, but it's hard for me to follow it because I feel like I have to constantly be on my toes to make sure everything gets done or that
And
all the bills are paid. I'm constantly stressed about it.
Yeah.
And I need, like Annika, I feel bad that I couldn't give her a ride. I need to.
I was
My
okay.
therapist
So
is
it's
like-
funny. I was just
My
going to go into
therapist
that.
is saying you got to take time for yourself because, well, like I wrote in a blog post once, if you don't take time, well, I told Brian, my brother, who was raising a daughter at the time, that because they used to do everything
for
for
her.
fucking Kyra. They would never do stuff on their own. They always had to do it for their good daughter. I'm like, dude, you're gonna burn yourself out. You need to have time for yourself, and he did.
Yeah, epically.
Yeah, spectacularly.
Flamed out.
But because then like that's not what led to a suicide.
No,
That was all drug related.
Yeah.
The meth he was on burned his brain. But anyway, the point is that
yeah.
they would constantly, he would give up all of his free time and everything to do shit for Kyra, and that's admirable. It's awesome that he wanted
But-
to spend that time with his child, but he needs that time to
but you need
himself
time.
before he burns out and turns to drugs.
Well, and one of the other things that you have to, this is something I have a really hard time with, and I'm really working on it. I can give a really good example of things that I have done in the past that I'm really trying to work on not doing now.
Fuck it.
So I used to make plans with Alyssa. And this is a little over a year ago and I've gotten a lot better. I'd make plans with Alyssa and I'd be like, okay, we're going to go do stuff at 4:30. And then Mike would be like, it smells good. I can't drink it. Michael would be like, hey, can you run me up to Smoker Friendly real quick? And I'd look at my clock, and rather than tell him,
No.
I have plans with Alyssa at 4:30. I can't do it.
When did you do that?
I used to do it all the time.
Constantly.
I don't remember you
I
ever
know.
having a ride.
I-
'cause
I
used to
know, Michael.
drive the van everywhere.
No,
That's part of the mental load she helped with.
I used to do it all the time. All the time. Or you'd be like, hey, can we run over to Costco real
Yeah.
quick? And I'd have plans with Alyssa.
Yeah.
And instead of
Hey,
hold on,
if-
let me
if-
finish my
if
story.
you
Hold
would
on.
tell me no,
I know.
would find
Well,
another
that's
alternative.
that's the whole
Choice
point.
is
This
boundaries.
is what I'm talking about right now. Let me
Oh.
finish the story. So
I'm getting I'm getting defensive
I
already.
know.
Like, no, she's
So-
throwing me under the fucking bus.
no. So rather than me telling Michael, because I didn't want to hurt his feelings and I wanted to spend time with him too.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that's how I'd
People
look at
pleaser.
things. People pleaser. So he'd ask me, hey, can we go do these things? And I'd look at my clock and be like, okay, I got to meet up with Alyssa at 4:30. I have like an hour, I guess, because I also have ADHD and I have some time issues where I think things are going to take 15 minutes, but they take 45.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, yeah, we could do that. But then I have plans. But I wouldn't tell him, hey, I can't do this. I have plans with, because he was perfectly capable and he would have done
Yeah,
the stuff
I
by
would've just,
himself.
yeah.
But I didn't want to hurt his feelings and I wanted to
Well,
spend time with him.
I was
and
gonna say,
things
a
like
lot
that,
Of a lot
so-
of the time when I ask you to do stuff like that is so that we have those drives where we just bullshit about
Yeah,
anything, so.
And so I'd want to do that.
You're
But
gonna overextend yourself.
But I
Constantly.
constantly was overextending myself. And then Alyssa would get mad at me because I was late with her. And I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I took my, and she's like, you always, and she'd get mad at me. And then I'd feel bad because Alyssa's mad at me. And I didn't tell Michael no. And maybe I should have. And
Mhm.
it was this huge conflict within myself that this is like the first
Which
time,
was-
this is the first time Mike's hearing about this.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well,
I'm so sorry.
It would have been if all you had to do was say I'm heading off to Alyssa's. I would have been all right, cool.
Yeah.
Right. But there's an expectation.
See, you don't understand there's an expectation with the second shift. And some of that is an expectation that, I mean, regardless of feminist theory, is put onto the primary caregiver. And that was her role. And so that means taking care of you. That means driving you somewhere, it means taking care of you emotionally, it means listening, it means making sure that if you need to go to the store, that she's got a list and a brain, that she's got a car. That was part of it. It's always been part of it. Some of that stuff is drilled into us, particularly women in your lives. And it's not faulting you.
No.
It's saying she's learned now that she needs to speak up for her own needs, and that's good and that's progress. And she needs to hear from you that not only is that okay with you, but that you champion that progress and that you're not going to be offended. So when she needs to make time for herself and you need to do additional things, you're either going to offload them to somebody else so you have you time, or you're going to make it another time for you guys. So you're going to validate her now. Go for it.
But
Yeah, so fine. Fuck off, all of you. I was waiting for her to get the mic back.
Rude.
No, I would have been fine with that.
and
I'm-
that's
I
the
am
thing,
not one of
is-
those type of people who are like, if you would tell me no, that I'd freak the fuck
I
out.
know.
If you tell me no, then I just come up with plan B. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I can just walk over to. I've walked to Maverick before. I can do it again.
The
No
whole
problem.
problem with the mental load is you don't feel like you have that option.
I did, and so here's the thing: is I know you, I know you very well, and I know that you wouldn't have been mad at me. But then the whole time I was going to hang out with Alyssa, I would have felt like shit because it was only going to take me 15 minutes to run you to the store real quick.
Yeah, see, that's where you're wrong. Okay, so what it is that running me after Smoker Friendly and back is 7 minutes to 7 minutes back.
Yes.
Almost 15 minutes just in the trip. You're not including the 5 to 10 minutes that it's going to take inside the store,
Uh-huh.
depending on if there's customers. And so you don't calculate that.
Well, and that's exactly it. That's where I really do have a pretty bad time
Do you know why I know
Problem.
it's 7 minutes?
because you've timed it because you're a dork.
I haven't just timed it, but I know exactly how many songs I can listen to on the way from here to there and back.
But that depends on traffic,
So,
what time of
Yeah.
day, in particular.
On
when
average.
Sam comes home is at the time when school's letting out.
Yeah,
the time when
it's-
everybody's
If
going
I hit all the lights
groceries.
green, I can do it in 5.
Oh my god, it's after 3, you guys.
Oh, okay.
So give
So
us
it's
some
gonna-
ideas for how we're gonna fix this.
But
30 years of therapy in here.
but
Yep.
so the biggest thing is
Pay
to be
Jennifer
aware,
actress
to be
services.
aware of yourself and the others around you, and to tell yourself. So now, what I do for this story that's taken me a
Double
while,
pay.
that's taken me a while to tell, is
Time and a half.
if I have plans with Jen, if I have plans with Alyssa, if I will look at Michael and be like, I would love to do this drive, I would love to take you, but this is what I have to do now. I made these plans earlier.
I think
Or I will call and be like, hey, I need to do this first. Can we meet at 5 instead of 4:30? And those are the things that I have started doing. And I'm actually pretty proud of myself for really being aware. And I think being aware of yourself and the people that you're interacting with your family, your friends and stuff like that, and knowing what you can tell them and how you can do that and how to talk to them is one way to mitigate a lot of that.
Well, I was gonna say another part of that would be to trust that the person that you're telling no to isn't going to freak the fuck out. I know that's saying a lot for a lot of people.
It really is. People let us down a lot. Michael,
But-
you're aware of that.
But you need to trust that these people aren't going to come back at you and throw stuff in your face.
That's really hard to do
Um,
sometimes.
hard.
Like if you were to tell me that no, I can't take you out to smoke in front of motor out to Alyssa's, I'm like, all right, cool. I would have probably either walked to Walmart or a Maverick. So having faith that these people aren't going to jump your shit afterwards is probably a big one.
The other thing I
But I
did, which
guess
doesn't
that-
help the mental load,
guess
is I
also
just
because-
started paying attention to when he was going to need cigarettes or cigars, so that I could just plan around that.
Now you're taking
And
on
s-
more of the mental load.
And then fucking today, I gave most of them away to all the transients at 7-Eleven.
So what I hear you saying, both of you together, concurrently,
Well, if we hear what Sam is saying and then we incorporate what you're saying, what we actually need to do is build strength in our inner circle so that we have people in there that we can trust, that we can rely on, that we can have healthy boundaries with, that want to empower us to take care of ourselves first.
Aren't going to give a shit if we say no.
Right.
That's
I don't want that bag. Return to Cinder.
fuck's in that bag.
it is somebody. No, stop.
Neil says, if my kid was older, I would probably give myself a better break. She is 8, and I had her when I was 35, turning 36, so my guilt is stronger.
Yeah.
I had Ty when I was 25. Well, my situation is much different. I tried to be in the boys' life, but my ex made it exceptionally difficult to the point of almost being impossible. I used to get back birthday cards returned to sender. So, I can't really say much on that one, Neil, because I didn't have the best run of things.
What's everybody's goal for this week? Because it is after 8 o'clock. Jen is breathing because she's still
I've
sick.
done shows that were 2.5 hours long on Rare Sanctuary.
We've done shows that are 2.5 hours long.
Did
I
we
put
wrap
you-
up? Did we wrap? Hey, so we gonna wrap
Oh,
this up,
okay,
or
let me
we're
wrap-
just gonna fucking
like-
end it?
I was like,
I have a final ending.
Huh?
I have a final ending.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Jen's gonna do.
Jen's got a final. Oh, she's gonna come over here and shark.
Damn.
Oh, now you gotta
Thug
step here.
Shark
Thug shark.
life.
Shark life. Shark life.
Hello.
Hi.
Nobody heard all of it. That was
No.
awesome.
I preach the mental load and the second shift and self-care a lot around here. And the reason is because I don't want anybody to end up like me. Both of these individuals are taking care of me on a day-to-day basis because I went so hard and I didn't think I was good enough to take care of myself that I went so hard to the other side, taking care of everybody else, making sure that I was worth their love and their attention and their respect, that I ended up on the floor of my office and in the ER. And now I will never return to the baseline of health that I had before that. And I don't want anybody else to ever struggle with that. And there's no need to. It's okay to take care of yourself. It's necessary so that you can take care of others. So do that. Do everybody a favor and love yourself first. Not in a fun Las Vegas way.
I mean, that's fun. I mean, that helps too.
It's
Actually,
fun on
that's
Sanctuary,
good.
the best,
That's
though.
good stress relief. So okay.
People say treat your body like a temple. I treat mine like an amusement park.
Yeah, you do. Woohoo!
You have to be this tall to get on this ride.
Am I that tall?
Yeah.
Okay.
He made sure.
I went for 4 feet.
So to wrap up, just be aware of yourself and be aware of those and help others be aware of your needs and your responsibilities and make sure people aren't taking advantage of you. Because that's a huge thing. And it's a hard conversation to have. We actually had to sit down in a family meeting this week and have that conversation about this is everybody's responsibility. This is everybody's job. This is not just for one person. This is not just, and there's too much to do for one person. And having that hard conversation is difficult. So, really.
Well, it's there's only one real form of income coming in.
I work my ass off. I have money and a lot of bills.
Yeah,
I have a lot of
yeah,
bills.
I stopped sending you invoices.
That's not true. I got one this month.
I don't know if you did because
I
I
did.
canceled them.
Oh no, I have one.
No, so you won't get one next month. But the point is that essentially I feel like I'm taking care of 6 cats or 6
I muted. Okay.
6 humans and 9 animals, and so we had to discuss, pulling your own weight type things.
Yeah.
If you're not working or going to school, then you have to do more around the house because we can't keep putting in second and third fucking shifts
to get everything done and people healthy in this house.
Try to keep the house keep the house from falling apart. So
yep. So to wrap it up, be aware, have those conversations that suck to have, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Honestly.
Yeah.
Not even just everybody else.
Even if it is in the good Las Vegas way.
I told you it's stress relief.
Well, an orgasm,
and stay hydrated.
An orgasm is instant dopamine. So, if you have to rub one out for 6 hours a day, so be it.
Just hydrate.
Several.
Just make sure you stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Okay, I wrapped it up. What's everybody's goals this week?
Because dehydration causes chapping. Don't do that.
It's chafing.
Chafing?
Chafing.
Ooh.
Chafing.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
Potato.
That's the lean.
Oh no! You don't want to use petroleum-based things.
No.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Friction causes
Not
heat.
icy
No. Icy hot. Someone's ever done it and it shows.
Someone had a bad experience.
And it shows.
Not with icy hot, but with Zostrix.
Not icy hot, but Tiger Balm.
I'm not dumb.
It was an accident.
Mine was therapeutic. The doctor said rubbed it on everything. And this is okay, so backstory. I am highly, highly allergic to Purex laundry detergent. And my girlfriend at the time, that's all they used. And so when I put it on, my clothes on, everywhere the clothing touched, blistered up. Everywhere. So they gave me, we went to the hospital, they gave me Zostrix, which is supposed to supposed to relax the skin and get rid of the rashes and shit. Well, Zostrix is kind of similar to Icy Hot.
No, I'm for that, yeah.
And so when I put it on everywhere, it was bad. I was in the shower for a good 30 minutes with ice cold water shooting on my crotch, crying like a 9-year-old girl. It hurt.
Okay, so it's funny because Neo just put something at the same time Jen was saying almost the same thing. So Neo says, I don't want to set another goal for me not to accomplish it, but I don't want to just breathe this week either. Jen was literally saying, why don't we set goals this week for what we talked about, for repair, for
or
boundaries, self-care, things
how
like that.
about we take a page from Writer Sanctuary?
Okay.
Set a goal that is above and beyond what you've done in the past. Even if it's just, like, say, I want to exercise for 20 minutes. I used to exercise for 10 minutes. Exercise for 11. Those little teeny achievements start adding up, and it gets to the point where you start accomplishing greater goals. That's how I started with Writer Sanctuary. I started with 1,000 words a day. I needed to write 1,000 words a day. Okay, well, my goal for this day is 1,001.
I love Neo.
So just anything beyond what you've done in the past is an achievement. So if you walked once last week, walk twice.
So that's a great idea, but the problem that we're talking about is we're doing things like revenge bedtime because we literally don't have that 11 minutes. So first we need to make time
Oh,
for ourselves.
I plan on
Respect
revenging the
ourselves.
fuck out of my bedtime.
And love ourselves before we can
Oh,
start
I love
building that
myself all
11
the
minutes.
time.
I know you love yourself. It's not your ego not quite get through that door today.
Oh yeah, I've got all kinds of ego boosts today. I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
So I like Neos. Neos is 30 minutes a day for me, guilt free.
Oh, there you go.
I love that.
30. Ooh, I want to do that too.
Okay.
Mostly because the last couple of weeks, like normally I'm okay. This last weekend was kind of rough because I was disappointed in not being able to do Extra Life. But I still managed to take some time out and play for myself. Aside from that, though, throughout the week, I never get to do shit for myself. So I'm going to try to, I think 30 minutes a day is a good one.
Okay, I'm gonna do one that I haven't done, like that I don't know that I'm gonna manage to accomplish.
Starting
this
after
week.
the live is over, just to get the jump on, just start. Take a half hour to yourself, jump in the shower, grab yourself a nice vibrating shower head, and have yourself a good old time. Anyway,
I
power.
am going to. I'm going to take time to play a game this week. I haven't got on my computer to play a game.
Oh, we haven't.
in
Yeah, I don't
months.
even know what the fucking current season is for
I
Diablo.
submitted my paper, which means I get to play.
I bought Jen a game. What was it? House Flipper.
Hell Flipper.
Yeah, I bought Jen a game called House Flipper that she can play on Steam, and I'm hoping she likes it. But it's kind of like along the lines of what she likes to do, anyways, like playing around, building up houses and stuff. If that works out, I'm thinking about with Colorado Plays making an entire list of games for building, decorating, stuff like that.
Awesome.
Because like almost all the games I play is like that. So yeah, Valheim's a good one. Minecraft.
Okay, Jennifer, what is your goal?
Subnautica.
Text Chris, ask what his goal is this week.
You would like starting talking.
I also got
Talking.
the new one.
I
No Man's
want
Sky.
to do a written schedule for each day this week, and in it I'm going to block time for myself for self-care.
Okay. Jen is going to do a written schedule.
Oh, there's
Written first. Jeez. Okay. Written.
Stop picking up. Stop moving. Stop talking.
Okay. Written schedule with
damn it.
me
Well, every
time blocked. Ah. That's inappropriate.
that's why I wrote it. A brother
Okay.
from another mother.
Okay. And then we'll see what we get from Chris. I think that's actually really good goals this week. I like that we talk a lot about mental health, but most of our goals are stuff
I
that
think, you
we
know
just
what?
kind of get discouraged.
Well,
in.
I'm wondering if we should change our goals to reflect the topic
Oh, okay.
instead of
What
just
happens when
saying.
we don't have a topic. 'Cause
Well,
we suck.
then we'll just breathe.
Okay.
But I think our topics, I think our goals each
Should
week should be related to the topic.
I like that. Actually, they might
So,
actually
like-
be more productive.
Like with this one, we're talking about second shift and shit and taking time for yourself. I think everybody should make a goal of taking time for themselves and breathing before they do stab the entire family.
Yeah, I mean that's what everybody's goal is this week, except for Chris. We
Yeah.
got 30 minutes a day, guilt free for you and Neo. I want to play at least one game this week, just
Okay.
something fun and not have to.
Yeah, I would love
Um,
to play Diablo.
Yeah. Jen
I just
says
wanna rap.
written schedule. That doesn't sound fun. That's
then
not
she'll-
taking me time.
Yeah,
That sounds
and-
like I'm gonna puke.
And
I'm
then she'll
seasick
throw
just
up all
thinking
over the
about
monitor. Yep.
Look,
Raft makes me
You're gonna be
round.
okay.
I have Dramamine.
I would need it.
We need to stream with me doing the pirate voice as we're playing Raft.
I also haven't done Minecraft. Trying not to fall off the couch
It's
without
rude,
being on
yeah.
there right now.
Yeah.
I would like to tweak the settings for the Stargate Minecraft so that
I
it's
love
more
Stargate
so it's
Minecraft.
more difficult, so that we get more shooting and shit involved. Especially now that I learned how a lot of stuff that's in that Stargate Minecraft we never build like the
Okay,
turrets and stuff.
can we finish this and you guys
Oh,
can
alright,
finish
alright.
your? Sorry, yeah. Wow.
Let's talk
Okay.
games.
He doesn't have ADHD at all.
Welcome to Crossing Colorado.
Jeez. Okay. I think I like that idea of correlating goals with topic.
Fingering the tiger.
And-
Fingering it.
Wow.
Stop it.
Okay.
They're fingering my tiger. It's time to go.
I'm not fingering it.
Have
Fingering the
a
tiger.
great week. Have a great night. We got this. Remember to take time for yourself
30 minutes
and
a day.
without feeling
know.
bad about it. It's okay. It's okay to take time for yourself and make sure you're taking healthy time for yourself. And it's not things like revenge bedtime or things
No,
like
just
that.
like scroll away 30 minutes to read a book. Scroll away 30 minutes to go outside and sit back in the chair and enjoy the sunlight. Not
Yeah.
doom scrolling, but
But just
ways to
chilling and-
relax. Yeah.
So I think we got this. Have a great week. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you.
See you next time.
Wait. I'm not here next week.
So we're already gonna cancel it. That's great.
Yes.
We're
I
never
have
consistent.
plans. Oh, okay.
For next
so
Tuesday.
we might. Jen,
Oh, is
so
Jen
she'll-
gonna?
If I'm not dead.
If she's feeling okay, then Jen will be
We're
here.
also okay. So just to give you guys a heads up, Neo and Chris, or anybody else who watches, we're going to be working on Jen's YouTube channel here soon, and we're
Yep.
going to be talking about different ways to. We're going to talk about a lot of the health issues that she goes through and how to manage finances and care while you're being screwed by the government, essentially.
Weird as fuck.
That's quite succinct. It'll be more open than that, but she's going to be starting a YouTube channel soon. So as soon as that's up and ready, I will promote it both
the
on
18th.
Crossing Colorado and on Rider Sanctuary. So, but we've got some good ideas. I think she's going to do great at it, especially when we start talking about COPD and other health issues that I would love her to dive into. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I want to hammer out a few more details before we actually launch it, and I need to buy the domain for the website. So
Perfect.
it's like $20 a year. So
yeah,
I
it's
just
not-
we just need to sit. I do. So what we need to do is we need to sit down and decide what the domain name is going to be. So it's going to be like Jen's Place, but I don't want it to be that lame. So
Bob's vlog.
Bob's
Yeah.
Bob's
You should
vlog.
totally do that. Oh shit.
Okay, guys. Have a great night. Have a great week. We will talk to you later.
I already have alerts set for her channel. If she adds a new channel, tell me.
We will.
I'm not sure if we're going to need to add a new channel or just use your existing one. I think we should make one that is tailored towards what you're trying to build. Like I technically have like 5 YouTube channels.
Okay, can we talk about
Rider
this?
Sanctuary,
not
Crossing
on the-
Colorado, Colorado Place. So I think you would need. I think we need to sit down and decide what you're going to name it, and create that. Okay. Anyway, it's health related, so it's related to this channel, and we're getting watch time. So eat a dick.
That's not healthy. She could choke.
It
I-
is
I
when it's
won't.
adding watch time.
I don't. Choke.
Oh, nope.
Have a great night. On that note, we gotta go.
Have a good one. We'll see you guys later. Something wrong with you guys.
So many things.
Everything about that was awesome.